Welcome back, hockey fans. Tonight's story reaches deep into the hearts of American hockey fans and British fans who follow the NHL through sleepless nights. This is more than just another highlight reel, it's an emotional farewell to a legend whose departure has shaken the sport to its core. Nathan MacKinnon, a player who carried the weight of expectation with unmatched speed and fire, now stands at the crossroads of goodbye. Across the US, fans are still in shock. And in the UK, where loyal supporters stay awake until dawn to catch every moment, disbelief lingers in the air. Greater than please like, share and subscribe for more NHL content. Alright, we're halfway through, and things are about to take a serious turn. If you thought you knew where this was going, think again, this is where the real drama unfolds. Stay tuned, because the best is yet to come. The farewell began not with fireworks, but with silence. In arenas where his skates once carved fire into the ice, there was only the sound of grief. The American crowd roared in disbelief, while British NHL fans watching from London were stunned, unable to process that one of the sport's fiercest warriors was stepping away. This wasn't a retirement born of triumph. It was born of pain, years of injuries, hidden struggles, and the unrelenting toll of a game that demands everything. The betrayal was not from teammates or fans, but from the very sport that had once been his salvation. In the locker room, the truth was whispered long before it reached the public. Teammates spoke of the broken ribs, the concussions, the nights when MacKinnon couldn't even climb out of bed. Still, he kept playing. Still, he carried his team. But the body has limits, and his had finally reached the edge. Across the US, fans couldn't believe it. How could a man who seemed unbreakable suddenly look so fragile? In the UK, you could feel hockey culture holding its breath, with fans refreshing their screens and whispering to each other in disbelief. The tributes came fast. Children who wore his jersey to school, veterans who saw him as a symbol of resilience, entire families who built traditions around watching his games. Each story was a reminder that Nathan MacKinnon wasn't just a player, he was part of people's lives. But behind the applause and the tears lay deeper truths. This was a man who sacrificed not just his body, but his personal life. Friends spoke of isolation, of relationships lost to the relentless grind, of mental health battles fought in silence. For American hockey fans, these revelations cut deep. For British NHL fans, they confirmed what many had always suspected, that the cost of greatness is far higher than anyone admits. The night of his farewell, the arena lights dimmed. A spotlight followed him as he raised his stick, and the sound of sticks tapping against the ice echoed like a heartbeat. Teammates wept openly. Fans clutched each other, knowing they were witnessing the end of an era. The American crowd roared once more, but this time not in celebration. It was a cry of gratitude, of heartbreak, of solidarity. British fans, watching through tired eyes, felt tears stream down their faces as the screen captured every detail of that final goodbye. It wasn't just the end of a career, it was the loss of innocence. Hockey fans had to face the truth: heroes do not last forever. They break. They bleed. And sometimes, they are forced to say goodbye long before we are ready to let them go. What makes MacKinnon's story even more powerful is his refusal to hide. He admitted the struggles, the fear, the loneliness. He showed the world that even legends are human. Across the US, people held vigils outside arenas. In the UK, fans gathered in pubs and living rooms, raising a glass to honor the man who had given them so many unforgettable nights. And though the NHL machine moved forward, something felt missing. Games continued, goals were scored, but the absence of MacKinnon's presence was like a shadow cast across the ice. His legacy, though, is not one of endings, it is one of resilience. The boy from Nova Scotia who became one of the fastest, fiercest players in the world leaves behind not just stats, but inspiration. American hockey fans will tell stories of his unforgettable goals, his playoff battles, his fire. British fans will remember the nights they stayed awake, watching him create magic when most of their country slept. The grief is heavy, but so is the gratitude. MacKinnon gave his body, his spirit, and his heart to the game. And in doing so, he gave a generation of fans memories they will never forget. As his stick was raised for the last time, the arena fell silent once more. You could almost hear the collective heartbeat of two nations, fans in America and fans in Britain, joined in a single moment of reverence. Farewell is never easy, but it carries its own beauty. It forces us to see not just the player, but the man. Not just the highlight reel, but the sacrifices behind it. And so, as the curtain falls on Nathan MacKinnon's career, one truth remains. Love, loyalty, sacrifice, and legacy are what make hockey more than a game. They are what bind us together, across oceans, across cultures, as one hockey family. Goodbye, Nathan MacKinnon. Your journey ends here, but your legacy lives forever, in America, in Britain, and in every heart that beats for this game.